Hey folks, John Ferguson Smart here. Do Locator tools, browser plugins that allow you to identify elements on a page, do they actually save you time? It's an interesting question because the idea is that you can just click on a button, click on a field, and then right click or open up your editor and you'll get the XPath or CSS locator and you can just copy it into your code. Is this really a good idea? Well, in fact, I would say it actually slows you down. Now, hear me out. It will be faster to copy the XPath or CSS and then plonk it into your test. But in the long term, this is going to lead to XPath and CSS selectors that, unless your application code is really well designed, will not map to the intent of those fields. For instance, you might have a complicated XPath expression to get to a particular field, but that tool does not understand your domain. That tool does not know what that field means. That tool has no way of knowing what the real stable identifier of that field would be. So a better approach is to either go with something that's visual on the page. That can work. For instance, a placeholder text or a label or so forth, that can be an effective approach. Or, better still, inspect the page and take a few seconds, take 10, 15 seconds to study the structure of the page and try and understand what the intent is. Sure, it will take longer to figure it out, but it will lead you to either the conclusion that you can identify an ID or a CSS class or a label or a test attribute, even better, that will be more reliable, or that there isn't one and you need to actually go to the developers or do a pull request yourself to change the application to make it more testable. This way, you're not solving the problem of things are hard to locate by making it easier to find complicated locators. What you're doing is solving the problem things are hard to locate by making them easier to locate, and that will save you a lot of time in the long run. That's all for now. Thanks for listening, folks.